My dear friend, Anthony Owens, will not be able to be on today. Unfortunately, he had to go to work out of town, so keep him in prayer and look forward to seeing him soon. But I still want to continue the conversation about the church in America. And I believe a good place to start is the head. You see, leadership is key. And today, more than ever, our pastors and ministerial staff must be on the same sheet of music. That connection between the pastor and preachers are critical. My pastor says all the time, why have arrows in his quiver and not use them? Each preacher brings to the table their unique style of preaching and teaching. And this has been beneficial here at my church and other churches that I'm affiliated with. The problem, though, comes in when there are issues between the staff and the pastor or between the staff among themselves. Pastors must be able to see how, by using their preachers, the greater impact they will have on the congregation. So, this means there is no room for jealousy or envy. The early church had what was identified as plural eldership, meaning there was more than one providing the preaching and teaching of the gospel message. Acts chapter 14, verse 23 tells us, so when they had appointed elders in every church, they prayed with fasting and commended them to the Lord in whom they had believed. And the 21st century pastor that has adopted this concept is a pastor that will have less stress because they have shared the responsibility among qualified ministers. But there must also be a cooperation between the ministerial staff and what they bring to the table. One preacher may bring pig feet, another pie, another rice and beans. One preacher may say, I don't like the smell of pig feet. But if there are those within the congregation that does, then the staff needs to work together. Now I'm speaking allegorically, so here's the point. My style of preaching and teaching may not be like another minister, but if what I am saying is doctrinally and biblically sound, and it reaches a certain demographics within that church, then having a diverse staff with sound theological concepts is a plus for any church and must be seen as such. There can be discussions among the preachers, but discord must be quickly identified and eliminated. Because if there appears to be a schism within the leadership, then the congregation will suffer. And the last thing that we need is the development of stumbling blocks. The devil is already busy. We do not need preachers to lend a hand. A church that utilizes effectively the ministerial leadership is a church that will prosper and have a profound effect on the community. So I pray that this start of understanding the foundational truth of the church in America will have an impact on your lives and the lives of others. Because the church is a critical, important factor within America today. And right now, there are so many problems within the leadership. And so we need to try to work those issues out. And hopefully this is a beginning. So next week, prayerfully, my dear friend, Tony Owens, Reverend Tony Owens will be here and we'll continue the conversation. Definitely want to get into the talk about the young people and the other issues that I mentioned before. So next week, I look forward to seeing you right here on Higher Learning. Be blessed.